Um, what I'm saying is that I have to get a new perspective at 74. I'm thankful that, I still have capacity and ability, but I need really wise counsel. What to do when you're 74 and, most of your years are behind you.
Yeah.
I'm coming up with a 5-year plan.
Okay.
I'm currently still working.
Okay.
Fortunately, I'm in a field where um, I can continue to work.
Okay.
Um,
What field is that, if you mind
so,
me asking?
well, I'm a licensed therapist. So,
Okay, so you're a
yeah,
therapist. Yes, ma'am.
yes.
I think talking to you, I would prefer to talk to you than a 30-year-old as a therapist. Because you coming with wisdom and understanding and peace, and I mean that's a field that I think you could really, really, really do well in. So you're a licensed therapist, Ms. Jarrett. What are you doing is this a private practice or are you working for a company?
I have a private practice.
And what would you say on average a year you're able to make with your private practice?
Well, if I do it full time, I'm able to make maybe 120,000 a year. Yeah.
But it sounds like you're not doing it full time right now. You're doing like just part time to get
Mm,
by.
part time. There you go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I like taking vacations and all that kind of stuff. Yes.
I understand. So, Ms. Jerry, help me understand a
Okay.
little basic of your financial situation right now. How much debt are you in outside of
Um,
your mortgage? Do you have a mortgage?
I have a mortgage,
Okay.
but outside of my mortgage, it's like what, 18,000.
Okay. 18K in debt. Okay, that's not bad. What is that debt? Is that a car?
Um, well, I'm leasing a vehicle,
Okay.
so yeah, part of it is the vehicle lease.
Okay.
Um, I have a credit card debt of probably about 4,000.
Okay.
And then let's see, there are two other loans, one that's 10, another that's 4. So, yeah.
All right. So we got cars, credit cards, and loans, and then what do you have just sitting in a rainy day fund, an emergency fund?
Emergency fund has dipped because I've been using it for some other cost. But let me see. Right now, rainy day fund is like 12,000.
Okay. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. So here's what I recommend for you, Ms. Jerry. I love how you said earlier that you are sitting down and coming up with a 5-year plan. And that is something that I would suggest for you, is coming down with a 5-year plan. Just listening to you, I believe that you're gonna be with us for a long time. I see you here to pass 100. So we got time, right? We got time. And so I think
Yes.
getting that 5-year plan is important. But I also sense in my heart and in my spirit that you're ready to where within the 5 years, you don't want to be doing this that much longer after 5 years. I sense that in my heart. I could tell in my heart and in my spirit that you're ready to just sit back and to enjoy, the life that you've been able to live and build. And so I think coming up with that 3 to 5 year plan is very, very important. Normally, I would
Hmm.
suggest take that $12,000 and put it towards your debt. But because of your age, I think that's important that you do keep that $12,000 inside of your savings account. But throughout the 75 years of your working, did you make any investments at all? Any 401ks, any contributions, anything?
Yes, I did. And when because I retired, it's been 10 years now.
Okay.
So that money, yes,
It's spent?
that money has gone down considerably. Yes.
Okay.
So I think I may still have like maybe 25,000 that's in an investment account. But like I said, it shrunk.
Yes, ma'am.
And I want most people to know that they only calculate your money to last you like 9 years or so after retirement. So
Thank you for
I'm
saying that.
at my 10th year. Yeah, I'm at my 10th year. So now I have to recalculate because I'm going to live 30 more years. You just
Absolutely.
said it.
Absolutely.
Yes. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So this is what I recommend for you, because I think your situation is a little bit more nuances, right? And I want to make sure that we set you up. So I'm going to set you up with my personal financial advisor to help you come up with that 5-year plan. And here's why I want to do that,
That's a
because
blessing.
I think we need to dive deeper into your current situation, and we gotta aggressively invest into specifically the right things for your age bracket. The
Mhm.
good thing about your age bracket is you can invest more than me because of you're above 55. So if we can get very aggressive with coming up with a plan, sticking to that plan, right? If we can stick to that plan over the next 5 years and get very aggressive. Here's the only downfall I would definitely tell you, Ms. Jerry, that I think you may not like. I need you to work full time. Because if this plan is going to work, we need to get more income coming in, that we can put more income into the right places that will generate us a better return on investment. But if we're not able to really max out these accounts, max out the plan that you're going to get over these 5 years, then 5 years later, we're only going to be halfway there, maybe a quarter of the way there. And so I think once you really come up with this 5-year plan, we really, really got to aggressively do this. And within that, we got to get rid of this $18,000 worth of debt. I hate this cord is all over the place. But we got to get rid of that. That's the first plan. I do not want you to touch the $12,000 on your account, because we need to keep that for medical stuff, just in case we have any medical issues come up. If we have any life issues coming up, I want to keep the 12 grand there, especially at your season of life. But I do want to say,
Yes.
stop putting money into the savings account. Don't take money from your investment account to $25,000, and let's come up with a way to get out of the lease, to get these credit cards and these 2 loans paid off immediately, right? That's what I'm looking at. But then while we're getting that, how can we aggressively get you to invest into things that can start generating you some income? And we just got to come up with a strategic plan. And I don't want to give that general over this. I want to really sit down with you and my financial advisor to get that information. And so I want to encourage you to do that, and that's what I'm gonna do. So this is what I'm gonna do. Everyone has this email. Email me, Miss Jerry, at anthonyoneal.com, right? Email me and put Miss Jerry,
Okay.
and I will connect you with my financial advisor. We'll get on the Zoom call, and we'll come up with a 5-year plan and help you out with that.
That's a blessing, Anthony.
No,
Thank you
it's
so much.
this is what we got to do, and this is very, very, very important. And you are important to us. Your generation is important to my generation. And thank you for being a therapist, because we need, I love older therapists. I just feel safer with y'all. Like, I feel like I'm gonna get the wisdom that I need. I feel y'all gonna listen. Y'all gonna tell me about myself without cussing me out. So I appreciate it. But email me, Ms. Jerry, and we'll make that happen. All right.
Anthony O'Neal.
Yes, ma'am. So Anthony at anthonyoneal.com. It's the email that I send out every Friday. Everyone has that email address, but just put Miss Jerry in the subject line and we'll take good care of you, okay?
All right then. Thank you so much.
All righty now.
This is a blessing. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for calling in.
Thank
You guys, this is something that, and I want to say thank you, Miss Jerry, for coming up and for being honest and being vulnerable. And to say that, hey, I'm 74, turning 75 years old in April, and I'm not in a position to where I can retire. She retired 9 years ago and wasn't able to live the rest of her life. And we can see Miss Jerry. Look at Miss Jerry. She looks beautiful. She looks young. She looks healthy. She gonna be living another 30 years easy, right? But this is why I gotta ask the question, what's your number? I ask you all this question every single time I'm talking about investing. What's the number that you want to make that you can live off of? And if you can put $1 million inside of your investment account as a principal, and you can live off of the interest of that principal, you never touch your principal. What does that mean? You never have to go back to work. But we have to start investing today. We have to start investing right now. We got to start putting money into the account right now, so that way at 75, we're not in a position like Miss Jerry. And I'm going to do everything within my power to help Miss Jerry get out of this position that she's in. Because when I look at her, I see my mama. I see my grandmama. When you look at her, you see yourself. and say, yo, hey, thank you, Miss Jerry, for being honest and being vulnerable and trusting Anthony with your story and your testimony. But I do not want to be that. And I'm pretty sure Miss Jerry doesn't want none of us to be that at 75. And I want to thank her for being honest and being brave. And the reason why some of y'all are broke right now is because you're too scared to come up here and ask me a question.